Hello there, teachers. We're so sorry that some of you weren't able to make it to our teacher meeting on Sunday. It really was a beneficial time, and we had some great brains come together and form some good ideas that we hadn't even thought about. So we wanted to share those with you today, and hopefully if you have some more ideas, you're more than welcome to pass those along as well. We'd love to include your ideas, but some of the things we discussed was how to have more involvement and buy-in from the parents. In the nursery, it's a little different because the kids aren't necessarily the ones that are saying, we want to go to church. We are reaching out to the parents as well. And so our hope is that we're able to reach the parents and encourage them to bring their kids into the nursery, because as you all know, even from whenever they're 2 months old, they are getting something out of that lesson. So we talked about before class. I know that our class time starts at 9:15, and I know that a lot of parents can even start coming at 9 o'clock. So we're asking our teachers to be there on time. It's very difficult whenever we have parents waiting for our teachers, and I know things happen, and we discussed that as well. We know we're human and we're going to have bad days, but we're hoping that that we could even have someone there at 8:45. We've had teachers in the past who were in their room with all the toys out or their supplies out and ready and waiting for the parents to get there, and it not only allows for you to be more prepared, but it also makes the parent feel a lot more comfortable when they're leaving their child with you, if they know that you are so excited about being there that you're going to be there waiting for them whenever they get there. Now, one of the things that we talked about doing is meeting the parents at the door. And some of you already do this, but we want to try to make them feel as comfortable as possible whenever they get there. And I know that, whenever there's only a few people there, or there's a time frame from 9 to 9:15 before you actually start class, that there's some things that, you have time to pass. You want to have something for the kids to do. Well, with 0 to 24-month-old, what do? A lot of the teachers don't want to have toys out because it's then hard to redirect them back to the table for class time. But some of the ideas were maybe a bubble machine. We know we all have the little bubbles, but it was brought to our attention that it is hard to sit there and constantly blow the bubbles. And since we don't want you to all pass out in class blowing bubbles, we're going to look into getting you guys some bubble machines so that that's something that will just continue to go, and the kids are mesmerized by that. Also, each of you have a CD player in your classroom, and we would love for you to play music in there as the parents are coming in. It doesn't have to be loud, but if you don't have a CD in there, let me know. I'll be happy to provide you with anything that you need. But it is kind of relaxing whenever the kids come in and there's music playing, and it kind of sets the tone for the room whenever the parents walk in. So that was another great idea. Another thing that one of our teachers does before class is maybe have some songs with motions, where we're going to work on getting this on video as well, but maybe as the kids come in, it doesn't have to be part of your curriculum during the class per se, but maybe there's some songs, the same ones each week, that you could teach them, and y'all could sit on the floor or sit at the table and kind of go through these. Apparently it'll be for the older classes, not for the babies, but just teach them some songs with motions. They can be the same songs each time, but it's something that will keep them preoccupied. Babies love singing, so that's another idea that we had. And puppets, that was another thing that was brought up. This may be more for the older kids, and this also will take some more buy-in from someone who's willing to come in and do the puppets, but kids love that. Even if you picked one up and kind of just played around with them, or kind of teased them with it, kids love that kind of thing. So those are some ideas. Again, the toys aren't good at first, just because it is hard once you give a child a toy to take it away and say, okay, now you have to come back and sit down at the table and learn and sit still. And so trying to avoid having to do that is best. Now, if you have a child that will not stay in there unless he has a ball, then by all means, you do what you need to do. Also, we talked about during class. Most everyone was very happy with the curriculum that we are teaching right now. It's very rich, and the kids seem to grasp it. It's the same thing over and over again, but with babies, that's very important. And you're learning about creation and about families and how God has those families and builds those families, and then we also have a Noah's Ark room. We love the curriculum, and we are willing to work with you if you need any extra tools to use in that, or new songs, or whatever we can do to help you make that as rich as possible for your kids. Please let us know. We're here at any time to help you with that. Also, we talked about having little notepads. We already have the little notepads for diaper changing, but this was a great idea. I'm very excited about it. And have maybe a theme for each room, or have creation picture at the top of the baby room, and have Noah's Ark at the top of another one. But then have on there, you write some type of note to make it personal for the parent, something positive. We always want to try to say something positive to the parent. But this way you can just quickly write, your son sang this song today, this was his favorite song, or your daughter was so sweet and shared a toy with another person today. Find something positive. These little notepads will be coming very soon, and you can just jot something down. If you can every week, that'd be great. If you can't, meet the parent at the door as they pick their child up and say, you know what, they are so sweet, they smiled during this song, it really felt like they were listening. Something to let the parent know that you really are watching their child, and that they're not missing out on, you know, what's going on in there. We want them to know that they are getting something out of it, so that they want to bring them back. Which leads us to the whole relationship thing with the parents. We would love for you to create a relationship with them, with their families. We know that time is very scarce, but we would love to provide you with cards. If you notice someone's gone that you've missed in your class, we give you a roll in the classroom. We can give you one to take home with email addresses, or their mailing address, and you can send cards. If you write a card, I'll be happy to mail it for you here in the office. Give the family a call if you miss seeing somebody. Just something to say, hey, I'm the teacher, I'm so glad you're here, we want to be a part of your life. Whatever it is that you can do, happy birthday cards, I'm sorry you were sick, anything that can build that relationship with the parent. Now, we send things from the office, but how special would it be to receive something from your child's teacher that says, we love having them in class? I would be definitely more inclined to bringing my child back if I knew that the teacher really wanted us there. So those are some ideas on that. Now, we also have a transition time from when Bible class is over till church starts, second service starts. And we want you to know that we appreciate your patience with us. We know it's hard sometimes whenever they don't come in right as they're supposed to, and we're working on that. We're trying to work on getting our second service volunteers, or servants, excuse me, in there on time, so that you have enough time to leave and head out to class, or to your service, or whatever it is that you're going to after being in their first service. Some of the ideas were working with maybe some teenagers to fill in, to come in as soon as their class is over and just be in there until the servants come in. You know, we could do that. That was an idea. It might be harder to have swapping out so many people in there. That might be difficult. We also talked about maybe even hiring someone that would come in and be there for first and second as a helper, but then they'd kind of be a lead for second service. We don't want to take away our servants by any means, but this way, if we have a specific person in there every single week, we will know, they'll know the schedule, they'll know the kids, they'll know the routine, and it will be a more consistent thing for our children. So that was an option as well. And then, because it is hard transitioning them and people walking in and out, we had this great idea where maybe you have songs that on the DVD that you can play, or the CD player, either one, because we have both available to you in the classroom. Maybe you have a special song that you sing, and all the kids get out balls during that specific song. And then you have one song where you all pull out trucks and you run the trucks around the room, and that song is for that specific toy. The kids will get excited about it. It will help with transitioning. They'll be busy doing something. Our main goal is to have you guys engaging with the kids, which you do so well, and we appreciate it very much. But we want to make this transition time as easy as possible. We have people coming in that are coming for second service, and then we have people also leaving, and so it's just a crazy time, but we want to make that as easy as possible. We've talked about You know, we know we've had several of the younger elementary school come in and want to help, and we want to encourage that so much. We love having kids serve because that's how they learn how to do it when they're older. But we want to make sure that everybody is safe as well. So we're enforcing a rule now where you are more than welcome to have children in there, but if they are under 8th grade, they have to come in with a parent. So we'd love for them to be there. If you want to have them come in, then tell them, say, we want you to come, but you have to come back with your parents. So 8th grade and up are allowed in there without a parent, but we just want to make sure that all of our kids are safe, and that parents are comfortable when they walk in and they see people holding their babies. We want them to see an adult holding their baby, not a 3rd grader, 4th grader that may not be too sturdy with the baby. So we want the parents to be as comfortable as possible. Some of the other ideas that the teachers and I discussed on Sunday was maybe having a teacher meeting at the beginning of each semester. Anytime we change teachers, getting together and being able to discuss these ideas and what worked and what didn't work, a chance for you to meet who you're going to be working with, giving you a list of who's in your class ahead of time so you can send maybe a welcome letter. We've also talked about producing a bio of each teacher to send home with a parent so that they know who's with their kid. We will include a synopsis on what the class is about. If they are interested in learning the songs, we will be happy to get them a CD with the songs on there or a copy of our music so that they can sing with them. But we want to include more information on you guys, since you are the ones that are in there with their children every week. So that was some ideas. And then also we talked about having info sheets for the parents to fill out on their children for you guys to have in the room. That way, if someone's upset or something's going wrong, or you have a snack day and you want to bring a special snack, you have an info sheet on each child so that you know what that child likes or dislikes, or things to help maybe make them calmer, or they like to be rocked this way. And so that was something that they were very excited about as well. And one of the last things we discussed was having a meet and greet so that the parents have a chance to come in and meet the teachers. And you know, so often parents will drop their kids off and you're busy with their children, so you don't have a chance to meet them and know who they are, and they don't know who you are. The bio will help with that, but a meet and greet where we have donuts and coffee provided in the nursery and allow them to come in 30 minutes before class time and get to meet you, and then have them go ahead and leave. We always allow parents to come in and stay with their child. That's just a rule we have, where if they feel that they need to be in there with their child, then they can be. But we also understand that a lot of times it's easier on you guys if they aren't in there. So we would love to have a meet and greet before class starts, and then that way they can come in and meet you and see where their child is going to be having class and ask any questions, and then they can head on out to their own classroom. So we'd love to have any more input from you if you have anything else to add. Every once in a while you may see one of our mascots coming around. There's some new things that they're going to be doing in the children's ministry. It might be a little scary for some of our kids over in the nursery, but we may try to have some of our characters come by, like Crazy Parrot. That is one of our crazy characters that comes around and loves on the kids, and then we will eventually have some more coming through later on. So just don't be alarmed if Crazy Parrot pops in your room, and if there's immediate screaming, we will escort Crazy out. But I think a lot of the kids will be receptive to seeing the big feathery bird that wants to give lots of love. So you may be seeing Crazy in the next few weeks. We appreciate all that you do for our children's ministry, and specifically for our nursery, and we couldn't do this without you. So thank you so much for all your time and all of your effort, and just know that we're here to partner with you, and we would love to help you in any way that we can to make this better for you and the child and the parent. We'll include them in that as well. So thank you so much, and God bless you.